excellent Photoshop skills. We can make a small deal a lot bigger and be very discreet about it.
How about penis wrangler?
Yes. Yeah.
No, but then they failed.
I'll tell you, I actually disagree with what you said about him going home. That's the best thing for him. If the New York Post is to be believed, and is a subsidiary of News Corp, of course it's to be believed.
Yes.
He will get divorced if he resigns. What they were saying is that half the reason he is holding on to this job with dear life is that his wife loves the fact that he's a congressman. And she has been silently pushing for him to hold on to that job since this whole thing went down. The Post said that today.
It's you women. It's your fault.
Yeah.
No, don't blame. You can't blame her. She's got a great job. And the thing is, the great thing that we haven't talked about, he apologized, Thaddeus, to Bill Clinton, but not to Hillary. She works for Hillary. Why did he go to Bill and not Hillary?
I literally have nothing to say to this. It's too astonishing. It's just the irony is too deep. I mean, what would you say to Bill Clinton?
I'm sorry. I didn't screw her in the Oval
Office. I didn't go all the way, Bill. I'm sorry.
I let you down. I know. I didn't bite her.
You're my role model, Bill, and I let you down. I'm sorry.
Hillary Clinton would bite his head off through the phone. Bill Clinton would be like, he did it because it was easy. He had to go to one Clinton. I'm not great at math, Greg. But if I had to choose the Clinton to go to, I'm not going to go to the praying mantis.
Yeah. But now, don't you think if he apologized immediately, admitted it, and said, I have a problem.
Yes.
I'm a sexaholic.
Yes.
Whatever you want to call it.
He would have kept his job.
Well, right, because you've got to let that guy rehabilitate himself. Okay?
Yeah.
I mean,
wait, rehabilitate from being a guy?
Yeah.
Well,
how do you go to you go to the guy clinic?
Yeah.
And you say, I like talking to chicks.
So you take a picture from down here. Who hasn't done that?
Well, I've seen yours, and believe me, it's not way down there. But anyway, here's the thing. But you know what? It's a guy that was consumed by his own vanity. If you look at the pictures,
well, look, it's Edwards, Arnold Schwarzenegger, him. It's that Superman complex,
it's the politician personality.
Right. Yeah. The guy most likely to be a politician. It's not causation; it's correlation. I like saying that because it makes me sound smart. But really, it's idiotic. A guy who's most likely to run for office is a guy who's most likely going to take a picture of his penis.
And I want that guy to be a leader. I want that guy to be a leader. He has confidence. I don't want a guy like you.
I know.
What are you talking about? No, you guys are absolutely wrong. He's totally immoral. We don't want people like this representing us.
He just sent a picture of his penis.
No,
You've seen a penis?
He's married.
What's the big deal?
It's an
that's pretty disgusting.
phone sexting out of his government office. It's wrong. Shouldn't he be working on the deficit? Shouldn't he be working on the budget? Why does he have time to do all that?
I will disagree. I don't want him working on anything.
That's true.
But go ahead.
That is
How is this sex?
Shouldn't he be pretending?
How is this sex?
Who said it's sex?
By the way,
why is it immoral?
Well, we don't.
Because it's cheating.
He was planning on
cheating.
It's cheating and it's lying. He went on MSNBC and he said that it was a prank. He went on Fox News and he said that was not
the lie I'll give you. The cover-up was a mistake, but it's not sex and immoral to send a picture to somebody.
He's flirting with women.
Right.
Is that cheating on your wife?
But Moss is right. Moss is absolutely right. I know it's crazy. It's crazy that,
When did you get a vagina?
The act in and of itself was just cheesy and stupid.
Right.
The cover-up was to an extent of sociopath.
Yes.
He was a sociopath, and you don't want a guy like that in the
I'll put it. He was an adolescent boy who never got any action, acting silly, flirting with women. But then he became Jerry Lundgarden in Fargo.
Right.
Climbing through the window, trying to get away, and he became less of a man and a pathetic person. That's when you got to go. If he had come out right away and he goes, look, I'm a guy. I was lonely. I was tweeting, nude. I feel like an idiot. I'm going to go to Sexaholics.
But what American politician has ever done that? It cannot be done.
There are a few people that have resigned, haven't there? Quickly.
Resigned. Yeah. You can't retain your career. The career that he has.
I don't know about that.
Clinton said he lied. Then he came clean, and then he still maintained his presidency.
I don't think you're.
And was the greatest president we've ever had. All right, kidding. Coming up. Could it be considered the largest inflatable life raft ever? Our all-star panel weighs in on Paul Mercurio's lips. But first, Chris Titus says he's sorry. For what? I'm guessing his career. They still want to talk about Wiener, but we're going to do a Gregalogue anyway, because if I don't do this tonight, it's probably dead. All right. So last night we discussed Chris Titus's jokey death threat directed at Sarah Palin on the Adam Carolla show. Roll it.
You know what, man? I am gonna literally. If she gets elected president, I am gonna hang out on the grassy knoll all the time. Just just loaded and ready. Just, you know what?
Crowded
it's for my country. It's for my country.
After an outcry, he apologized on Facebook. He wrote, "More than anything, I made a joke about a horrible tragedy that befell a great president. To the Kennedy family, my heartfelt apologies. To Ms. Palin's family, this would infuriate me if it were said about my family. Apologies to you as well." But he couldn't stop there. His apology became, well, not an apology. He says, "The comment was based on the fact that America has set the bar so low with what we accept as a possible leader. Just imagine Sarah Palin sitting in a negotiation with Putin, Ahmadinejad, or Hun Jintao." See, he made a joke about her because he thinks she's dumb. Anyway, that was brave. He continues, "Common sense would tell anyone that I was not actually threatening to kill anyone." Really? Once again.
Man, I am gonna literally, if she gets elected president, I am gonna hang out on the grassy knoll all the time. Just loaded and ready. Just, you know what?
Crowded
it's for my country. It's for my country.
See, you said literally, which means, you know, literally. If you were kidding, there should be no literally. Maybe I'm a stickler here. Anyway, Titus literally ends on a sour note. He writes, "I wish this many people had gotten fired up in May when Insight Youth Project held a comedy show to raise money to get homeless teens off the street." See what he did there? Making a bad joke is small potatoes compared to you greedy, heartless people ignoring homeless teens. Titus cares about homeless teens, so get off his homeless teen-loving back. Well, Chris, I care about homeless teens, too. Some say too much. But maybe it's better if you didn't apologize. In a way, you're like Anthony Weiner's penis. You don't benefit from the exposure. And if you disagree with me, I was hacked. Masa, was that really an apology?
That was absolutely not an apology. I don't think that he feels sorry for saying it. He was forced to do this. I think Sarah Palin is a very strong woman. I think she's been a target since day one. And I think she's continued to move ahead, and she will continue to move ahead despite this.
All right, but while you were talking, I'm watching over here. Paul Mercuro is grabbing my car keys.
I'm leaving. I'm driving.
All right, why
when did you become 90-year-old literal man, first of all? You're like my grandfather. What happened to you?
No, I hate people using the word literal.
Stop it. Look, he's not going to kill anybody.
I know.
First of all, he's a comic. We don't get up before noon. He couldn't have put a plan together. Secondly, are you going to take all comedians literally? Because I hang out with Gallagher, and you know what? He loves watermelon.
He does. He does.
He would never think of harming a watermelon in real life.
Well, how do you know which one you're hanging out with? You know, there's two of them.
Well, the second one likes smaller melons.
Yes, that's true. All right, here's the thing that bugs me. It's a joke. I don't even care if he apologizes. In fact, I'm sick of apologies. I'm just as sick of apologies. Apologies, if you don't mean it, I don't care. There was when he brought up the homeless thing, which is a bigger kind of idea, philosophical idea that, like, you know what, as long as you care about global warming, the environment, poor people, homeless people, you're kind of okay to do whatever you want. Isn't that kind of what he's saying?
So it's cool, and actually it's important, maybe essential to kill stupid people, but let's take care of the homeless.
Yeah, there you go.
So, you know, that's an interesting kind of liberalism. I don't know what's he about. I mean, why does he get so upset about her mind? What about her policies? Let's get serious for 1 second here.
I can understand him getting upset about her. I mean, she doesn't even understand the story of Paul Revere, and it is a little disconcerting.
I thought she
well, yeah, keep gagging on your own vomit.
No, I was trying to think of a joke about Paul Revere and the Raiders, and then I realized I really didn't care. Bill, isn't it kind of weird that Titus feels bad about talking badly about somebody's family? Isn't that his thing?
Yes. There's my talking point. I don't care about that he said the joke. It was a bad joke, but I don't care that he said it. I don't really care about the apology, but yeah, I mean, the whole thing is he's based his entire career off of making fun of his own family. So for him to say, it would infuriate me if anyone said that about my own family. You said that about your own family. You've been saying it for 20 years.
All right, that was approximately 3.5 minutes on Christopher Titus.
Yes, I want more wiener.
Yes,
more wiener.
You know, you
can't get enough.
Also, let's talk about Anthony.
Yes. Very good. All right. You know what we'll do? Andy will come back. We'll talk more about wiener, and then you can get all misogynistic.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. I'm the bad guy.
About time.
Yeah. and we'll discuss more things. Okay, do you have a comment on the show? Email us. It's redeye@foxnews.com. And to leave a voicemail, my direct line, 212-462-5050. Still to come, the halftime report from TV's Andy Levy. He's a jerk.
When they call your line, they're going to hear.
Tonight's halftime report is sponsored by the pygmy hippopotamus, the large herbivorous mammal native to the forests and swamps of Western Africa, and much smaller than its cousin, the common hippo. Thanks, pygmy hippopotamus.
Welcome back. Let's find out if we got anything wrong so far. For that, we go to TV's Andy Levy. You look excited, Andy.
I am, Greg.
Why? How come?
Well, as you know, there are two things in life I really love. One is Reese Witherspoon, because she's such a sweetheart. And the other is wedding-themed movies, because, well, I'm an incurable romantic.
Of course, Andy. Everyone knows that about you.
I know. Well, so the Hollywood Reporter says that Reese Witherspoon is attached to star in a wedding-themed movie coming from DreamWorks.
You're kidding me.
Nope. I mean, I never would have thought that Reese Witherspoon would star in a wedding-themed movie. This is like the best day ever.
They truly are DreamWorks. What's the movie about?
Well, it's called Who Invited Her, and it's about a woman who crashes a bachelor party getaway.
That sounds awesome.
I know. The only thing that could make this better is if Katherine Heigl is in it.
You know, Katherine Heigl is our generation's Clive Owen.
You don't have to tell me, sister. Yeah. Oh, so happy. Yeah. I'm gonna get straight to Chris Titus, okay?
Okay. Hey, I wanted to get rid of that. That would have stunk up the show tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a good way to sell a bit. Like, we want to get rid of this, so don't tune out.
It would have been like a tuna fish sandwich sitting out on the kitchen counter overnight. It would have stunk.
Yum.
Yes.
All right, Wiener. But Anthony did seem really repentant.
What?
Didn't he?
Yeah,
Anthony,
he did.
yeah.
I actually have to say I was surprised.
I was a little moved when he started crying.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Greg, you said it was inevitable that the picture was going to come out because of the nature of the concentric circles. You show it to one person, he shows it to 3 people, then 9, 27, 5,000.
Yes.
You were a math major, am I right?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
But you know, like, if
This is why we can't go to the moon.
yeah, this is exactly.
Yeah.
That's why. Well, never mind.
Yeah. That's why we never went to the moon in the first place.
Yes.
Thaddeus, you sort of said you're curious what the rest of the world thinks. You talked about puritanical America. You know, here's the thing. If Wiener did all these things before he was married, okay, it's not my thing, but whatever. But if you're doing this kind of stuff after you're married, I'm comfortable being disgusted by that.
Flirting with women?
Having graphic online sex chats with women while you're married, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I'm not. I have no problem.
I don't think there's a problem.
Disgusting.
He didn't have physical relation with these women.
Yeah,
Why can't
Paul, we're going to get to you. I'm sure your wife would love to hear that you don't think having graphic sex chats with other women is a big deal.
Yes. She's not. She's there and she takes transcripts.
Does she? All right. Also, you keep saying it's that he was just sending a picture. It's not. He's having these long graphic chats with women in which he's telling them he's making plans to see them.
Okay, but if he doesn't execute and it's just that.
But it doesn't matter. He's married.
It doesn't matter if that he's married. It's
it
not.
Does. It does. You are a horrible person. Why your wife stays with you is beyond me.
And she is such a great lady.
She really,
what do you have on her?
A lovely woman who, quite frankly, deserves much better.
Exactly.
I think we have it. By the way, I argue with Paul's whole thing about not executing. I think we have it on a good account that he executed at least 15 minutes into each of these conversations. No, it's not funny. Don't laugh at that. I condemn it.
Masa, you said Wiener needs to resign, and more Democrats are beginning to say the same thing. We now got Pennsylvania Congresswoman Allison Schwartz, Maine Congressman Mike Michaud, Massachusetts Rep. Nikki Tsongas, Vermont Senator Patrick Leahy, and like 3 or 4 others. So they're all starting to say the same thing now.
Cowards.
You're right.
Yeah.
Before, privately, they weren't supporting him, but now they're starting to all come out, and that's a great thing.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow he's going to resign. I'm calling it, Andy.
I'm saying the weekend.
I say late Friday or possibly the weekend, but probably late Friday is my guess.
I hope he tweets his resignation.
Yeah. Yeah, no more Scrappy.
Quick pick.
No more, yeah. You know, the thing is, though, when are they going to realize that just doing it at the end of the week really doesn't make it better?
Right.
It doesn't?
Yeah, it's kind of a 24-hour news cycle these days.
Yeah.
I'm told.
Makes my weekend great.
Yeah. I love that expression, by the way, 24-hour news cycle.
Yeah.
You never hear it.
It's like an exercise machine you could read the paper on.
Yeah, exactly. It's an exercise machine of learning.
Yes.
Sounds like the news is